everyone. Hello, this is Neve from the Rainbow Cauldron, and this is your weekly general reading for October 29th through November 4th, 2017. All right, so what I do is I pull one card from an oracle deck, and this month I am using the Celtic Tree Oracle, and that card will represent the general theme for the week. And then I will draw 3 cards from the tarot deck this month, which is the Sacred Sites Tarot deck, and they will represent the general flow of energy this week. All right, so this is the last week that I am using these 2 decks and this background. No more Pokemon. No more Pokemon for the next month. So, all right, so let's pull from this one now. We have the white poplar again. Aya. So, we had the white poplar pop up a couple weeks ago. I want to say about 2, maybe 3 weeks ago. The second week of October, we had the white poplar come up. And so what that represented was earthly material aspects of life. And so your job or day-to-day activities, less about spiritual, more about the mundane world and earthly aspects. It also represents strength and endurance. It indicates that there are going to be some challenges, and that we definitely have the strength and the endurance to overcome them, to adapt to them, and to shield from particularly negative energies. The white poplar was used to make very strong shields in ancient times, and so we have the strength to shield ourselves or distance ourselves from negative activities, negative energies that we don't want to be a part of. All right, so let's move on. So let's see. We have the 2 of coins, which is nice because the last card from last week's reading was a 2. It was the 2 of cups or chalices, and this week we have the 2 of coins. So some of that partnership energy from last week is continuing this week. And then we have the 9 of wands, the terracotta soldiers, warriors in China. That's cool. And finally we have the 6 of swords. Okay, so the 2 of coins. The image here is Hagia Sophia in Istanbul, Turkey. And this is the Church of Holy Wisdom. And it's where Constantine ordered it to be a cathedral for the new capital, but it was Constantinople. So the 2 of coins represents multitasking. There's a lot on your plate. It requires a lot of flexibility, adaptability, which was something we saw in here, adaptability. And being able to handle things that are being thrown at you and juggling them. Because of the 2, it does indicate that you'll have some help, partnership, and since last week's reading, the last card was the 2 of chalices, and which really represented partnership. Here we're continuing to see that continued help, that continued partnership, and which is good because if we're going to be juggling a lot of things, it's great to have help. So that's what we're seeing here. Now we're moving on to the 9 of wands, and here, like I said, we're seeing the mausoleum of the Qin Empire of China, and this was the tomb of Qin Shi Huangdi. I hope I said that correctly. All right, so these were the terracotta warriors that guarded their ancient lord. And what this card actually represents, the Nine of Wands, is being on guard, wisdom and strength, again strength, gained through experience, and being watchful and extra careful about hardships to come. Now, we did see up here that we're getting to some challenges this week, but we definitely have the strength to overcome them or to block them. And down here, we're seeing the warning of those hardships to come. But also what this card is really saying is be prepared, but not pessimistic. Because if we get too pessimistic, then we'll have a self-fulfilling prophecy sort of issue where we're expecting bad things to happen, so bad things happen. So it's the idea of be prepared, but don't be too pessimistic. All right, and then here with the Six of Swords, we're seeing those hardships manifest. Here, the image that we're seeing is the Dogon village in Mali. The Dogon people here in Mali, in Africa, they had this really unexplained astronomic knowledge. They knew things about the stars, about astronomy that, for the people, the time, it's unexplained as to how they had this knowledge. So there's a lot of theories, like if you're into like the ancient alien belief and things like that, there's a lot of theories that the Mali people, the Dogon village, somehow had contact with extraterrestrials, ancient aliens type things. Aliens. So basically, yeah. But what the Six of Swords represents is moving away from pain, confusion, distancing ourselves from drama. And on a literal sense, it could be, going away for a trip, but really a distancing ourselves from drama or moving away from hardship. And this is really reflected again with the white poplar, because one of its big meanings was to shield ourselves. So we're seeing the hardships, and we have the strength to block this, to shield it, to move away from it. So that's we were prepared to see it, and now we're moving away from it. We're blocking it. All right. So that's the reading for this week, and we see a theme of adaptability. Here and here, adaptability. We're having all sorts of different numbers, so there's no theme in regards to numbers. We're being watchful and careful about energies that are coming to us and being able to block them. All right, so thank you so much for joining me this week, this month. Next week, we're going to have a whole different background. We're going to have 2 different decks. And I hope you had a great month. I hope you have a wonderful week. And I hope you're able to block from those negative energies and juggle things that are brought to you. Thanks so much for joining me. Later. Blessed be. Bye.